Hello, my name is Katja Grode-Eberhardt and I represent Klimate from Denmark. In 2019, we surpassed the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere that is needed to stay within the 1.5 degree increase in temperature that we promised each other to stay within. That means that we can do everything to reduce our CO2 footprint, and we should, but we also need to do everything to remove excess CO2 from the atmosphere as well. This is not only necessary to stay within the temperature increase, but it's also one of the most promising future business areas. The issue is that carbon removal is too expensive and it's not scalable yet. We need to change that. Klimate is the platform for brokering carbon removal quotas. We onboard carbon removal suppliers, verify and certify the removal, and through our algorithm, we bundle the initiatives to offer carbon removal to companies as an alternative to CO2 quotas. We charge the market price and a transaction fee of 15%. Our beachhead market potential is 16 million euros. We focus on sustainability-focused high-end service and product companies in Northern Europe, since these companies already have a higher price point and are focused on quality. The total market size for carbon dioxide allowances was 144 billion euros in 2019, and derived from this market, we end up with our beachhead market potential of 16 million euros. For our customer value proposition, we offer market pricing of carbon removal instead of fixed prices. We certify and verify the carbon removed, and we provide prices as low as CO2 quotas with quota certification. Currently, the price of removing 1 ton of CO2 via direct air capture is as high as 900 euros per ton. With carbon sequestration, it is as low as 12 euros per ton. Through our algorithm, we can combine the methodologies to offer actual carbon removal at 24 euros per ton, and therefore provide a real alternative to CO2 quotas that are currently priced as 25 euros per ton. So we provide an assessment of the client's carbon removal need. Based on the preferred pricing technology mix, we provide a carbon removal package. And finally, we provide verified and certified removal and communication of action. So our competitive advantage is we create validation and transparency in the market for carbon removal, and it's backed by blockchain. We provide fluctuating market prices, and we provide actual carbon removal at prices that compete with CO2 quota levels. We already have active customers on board via our MVP. In the customer discovery phase, we interviewed a total of 30 stakeholders, including private consumers, companies, investors, carbon removal companies. Our assumptions were that companies want to make a positive climate impact, but they are struggling to find real climate initiatives, and at the same time, carbon dioxide removal is expensive and needs demand to scale. We found that companies want carbon neutrality packages in line with what big corporates like Microsoft can do. Companies are struggling with real carbon neutrality initiatives as an alternative to quotas, and carbon dioxide removal companies need a marketplace to bundle the amount of requests they're getting in. If we zoom in on the financials, the key drivers for Klimate are the number of products or tons sold per deal, the market size, and the market share. If we expect a market of 10,000 companies and a market share of 25%, we end up with a profit of 16 million euros in year 5. Climate impact related, we know that carbon capture is 2,000 times more productive than a tree. One carbon collector can remove 50 tons CO2 per year and has permanently removed it after 2 years. In comparison, one tree removes 25 kilos of CO2 per year, and it's only fully productive after more than 30 years and as long as the tree is standing. The total impact from our beachhead market is 187,500 tons CO2 per year. We have an experienced team behind Klimate. Matt-Emil is my co-founder and CMO. Thomas works on partnerships, business development, and suppliers, and Melanie on UI and UX and design. We have both technical and political advisors, and myself, Katja, I'm the founder and the CEO. We want to remove 1 million tons CO2 by 2025, and our goal is to validate demand and reinvest in developing hardware for urban carbon capture. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Climate in Denmark. I hope you at home heard the last words. We didn't, but that shouldn't really be a big problem. Jury members, who can I give the floor for your questions to Denmark? Please raise your hand. Yes, please go ahead, Andrea.
Assessment concepts. So
Yeah.
is your concept also including LCA as part of the certification?
So thank you so much for your question, Andrea. Nice to meet you. We do not work, of course, we work with life cycle analysis, but the concept that we work with is carbon removal. So that means that we capture the carbon for the customer, and then we permanently store it underground, so it's turned into stone after 2 years. So it's not reusing the CO2, if that was the question you're looking for.
No, I'm just trying to see how you package the neutrality, because you will have to take into account all the other components, electricity used for the renewal, all the upstream to know whether the system is net neutral or negative.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. Actually, we remove 90% of the CO2 in the process. So that means that we only take those 90% into account when we provide the carbon neutrality to our customers. So it's only 10% that is lost in the process, if that was what you meant. Thank you.
Thank you. Who else would like to raise their hand? Shloka.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. It was really interesting and very exciting. I just wanted to just know, are there any sort of carbon neutrality protocols that you've defined or frameworks that you provide a certification under or ascribe to?
So are you thinking about some of the existing certification? So
or are you creating your own framework? How would you certify a corporate?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question, Sloka, and also for your words on the presentation. So 2 parts. We are making sure that we're establishing registered quotas. So we want to make sure that there's an alternative to the paper quota system that we see now. So we register as quota, so it's also officially recognized as a CO2 removed. So that also makes it more interesting for the increase in legislation that is coming up right now. And then on the other hand, we also help companies with the certificate and the sort of communication that they need towards their customers. But it's very important for us that we have the official certification that is verified and it's actually validated. Yeah.
Well, we only have 20 seconds left, so I don't think that's room for a question unless somebody has a really short one. No, I think we should leave it at this so we don't totally run out of time today. Thank you very much, Denmark. Good luck. And thank you, jury members.
Thank you so much.